In this video, I am going to show the missions I do and do not do on the Big Con approach. This method I find is the most efficient for looting the vault and making the most money. For the support crew, there are a few different options. For the gunman, I would recommend that you use the cheapest guy, who is Carl. He takes a 5% cut. The reason I recommend using him is because the gun class he provides will be more than enough gunpowder to make it through the casino. For the driver, I also recommend getting the cheapest guy, who also takes a 5% cut. I recommend taking the Sentinel Classics as your getaway vehicles because speed and handling is not needed as long as you escape through the sewer tunnels. By the time you reach the tunnel exit, you should have evaded the 5-star wanted level, or you should have ran the timer almost completely out. For the hacker, this is the most crucial support member. Do not cheap out on this member as they determine how much time you have in the vault for looting. I recommend buying the Terabyte so you can unlock Paige as a support member. She takes a 9% cut. If you do not want to spend the money on the Terabyte to unlock her, you can unlock Avi, who takes a 10% cut, but you must complete the 50 signal jammer unlock objective in order to unlock him. But I would also recommend spending the time to get all those 50 jammers because Avi does add an additional 15 seconds more than what Paige would give you to the vault timer to grab as much as you can. For the unmarked weapons, I would use the micro SMG loadout. Getaway vehicles, like I said, the Sentinel Classics, I find they're the quickest for getting the loot back to the buyer after losing the cops. For anyone who is watching, I will be posting individual videos on how I approach each mandatory setup mission. I find there are certain ways to approach each mission to make it more time efficient and hopefully save you from getting frustrated from dying over and over. For the entry disguise, I recommend using the group sex approach. This approach gives you a direct way into the vault room to begin looting without having to worry about blowing your cover or getting shot on your way in. Vault drills, that's just another mandatory mission. That doesn't really need any explaining, just like the hacking device. Exit disguise, noose gear. This is an optional step if you want to get away clean or unseen. I personally avoid doing this step because I normally take the same exit approach and go off the rooftop. I do have a video uploaded already showing how I complete the casino heist and exit from the rooftop. But if you do select this as an option, you must sneak your way through the stairwell, avoiding camera detection, and find your gear in the laundromat. Swap into the noose gear, and then head for an exit. For the next one, it is Security Pass, which is one I highly recommend getting, as this pass will make your heist more time efficient as you can avoid hacking the keypads and just swipe the card instead. But make sure you pick up the level 2 option, since there are 2 different cards to choose from. Power drills, I wouldn't recommend bothering with this step unless you are certain you can loot all the main loot and still have time left over to open the deposit boxes. I always do the heist of the 2-man crew, and it's not often that there's enough time to get to the deposit boxes before the gas is released into the vault. Security intel is locked unless you buy the casino penthouse and do all the missions for Miss Baker. On completion of these missions, you will always have the setup unlocked on the prep board, which shows all locations of the security cameras and their angles on the minimap. Duggan shipments is a must. I highly recommend doing this mission as it will save a ton of time and prevent you from losing a bunch of your earnings. With this mission being completed, it will lower the casino security fences and remove the guards' body armor and helmets, making them much simpler to kill and progress forward to the next step of the heist. This mission I would also recommend with 2 people, as the enemies are scattered all over the map and you only have 10 minutes to complete. 2 people minimum. For the last one, patrol routes is an optional mission. For those who are new to the casino, I would recommend doing this mission as it will show you the location of the enemies on the map so you can be prepared before they even see you. Now the more you do these heists, this mission isn't needed, as you'll learn where the enemies are since they spawn roughly in the same areas each time. Vault keycards, I'm not going to explain that one because it's another mandatory mission and there's not much explanation needed. This approach I take, I roughly lose 100,000 at the most out of the overall take, and with a 50-50 split between two people, we can walk away with anywhere between 940,000 to just over 1 million after paying Lester and the cruise cut. Like I said earlier, I will be uploading individual videos shortly for each mission and how to do it if you're struggling to complete it. But that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it and it helps you out.